A 19-year-old woman walks into a gas station at 2 a.m. on a Saturday morning. The surveillance cameras capture her leaving in a vehicle with someone. That was July 5, 2025. She hasn't been seen since. This isn't a decades-old cold case. This is happening right now in real time. Nyeasha Pickens has been missing for just over a week, and every hour that passes could be the difference between life and death. What I'm about to tell you isn't just another true crime story to consume for entertainment. This is an active search for a missing young woman whose family is living through their worst nightmare, while you and I have the power to help bring her home. Nyeasha Pickens, known affectionately as Mama to those who love her, is someone's daughter, someone's granddaughter, someone's friend. And right now, somewhere in Georgia or beyond, she needs our help. Nyeasha is 19 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing about 160 pounds. She has black hair that may have red highlights and brown eyes. But those physical details don't capture who she is as a person. Her friends and family describe her as reliable, responsible, and absolutely not the type of person to disappear without warning. Erin McKinney, one of her closest friends, put it perfectly. "When I heard she was missing, I didn't want to believe something happened to her. She always comes home. She doesn't stay out like this." Think about that statement. She always comes home. This isn't someone with a history of taking off without notice. This isn't someone who regularly worries her family with unexplained absences. This is someone whose absence immediately signals that something is wrong. Nyeasha's grandmother, Donna Lewis, has been one of the most vocal advocates for finding her granddaughter. The pain in her voice when she speaks to reporters reflects the agony that every family member of a missing person experiences. But here's what makes her disappearance even more alarming. Nyeasha missed work. According to Cordele Police Chief Jalon Hurd, her family is extremely concerned about this because missing work was completely out of character for her. This wasn't someone who skipped responsibilities. Now let me take you through the timeline of what we know happened in the early morning hours of July 5, 2025. Nyeasha was out with someone named Jones. Based on cell phone location data, investigators were able to track their movements that night. The data shows that Nyeasha and Jones traveled to an end-market gas station located at 402 South 7th Street in Cordele, Georgia. Here's where the trail begins to go cold. When they arrived at the gas station around 2 a.m., Nyeasha's phone either died or was turned off. There were no further location updates from her device after that point, but surveillance cameras at the end market captured crucial footage. Chief Hurd confirmed that the cameras showed Nyeasha leaving the gas station in a vehicle. So we know she made it to the store, and we know she left in a car. What we don't know is what happened after that. The investigating officer contacted Jones to get his account of what happened that night. According to Jones, when they arrived at the gas station, they met up with one of Nyeasha's male friends, possibly named Quan. Jones claims that Nyeasha left with this friend, and that was the last time he saw her. This is where the investigation becomes critical. Chief Hurd told reporters that investigators are working to confirm the accuracy of this account. In other words, they're not taking Jones's story at face value. They're verifying details, checking for inconsistencies, and trying to locate this person named Quan. But here's what's particularly troubling about this timeline. If Nyeasha left the gas station with a friend around 2 a.m. on July 5th, why didn't she contact anyone after that? Why didn't she go to work? Why didn't she call her family? Why has no one heard from her for over a week? The Cordele Police Department immediately began treating this as an active missing person case. Chief Hurd made it clear that they don't wait for any predetermined time period before beginning their search. If we get information that anybody is missing, we start actively searching right then and there, he told reporters. This rapid response is crucial in missing person cases. The first 48 hours are considered the most critical, but every hour that passes after someone disappears reduces the chances of a positive outcome. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation was called in to assist with the case. This brings additional resources, expertise, and manpower to the search effort. When local police request GBI assistance, it indicates they're treating the case with the highest level of seriousness. The Crisp County Sheriff's Office has also joined the search efforts. Multiple law enforcement agencies are now coordinating their efforts to find one missing young woman. This level of cooperation shows just how seriously authorities are taking Nyeasha's disappearance. But law enforcement isn't the only group searching for Nyeasha. Her family has been searching since Monday, July 8th, just 3 days after she disappeared. They're not waiting for official search teams. They're out there looking for their loved one every single day. The family has chosen to focus their search efforts on specific areas, and their desperation is heartbreaking. According to news reports, they're searching because they're desperate for answers. This isn't just about finding Nyeasha. This is about ending the agony of not knowing what happened to someone they love. July 11th, 2025, 6 days after Nyeasha's disappearance. The Cordelia Police Department makes a decision that shows just how seriously they're taking this case. They bring in drone technology to search areas that have been previously inaccessible by foot. Lieutenant Charles Field from the Cordelia Police Department teams up with Deputy Lieutenant Justin Partain from the Turner County Sheriff's Office to conduct aerial searches using advanced drone equipment. This isn't just a casual flyover. This is a systematic, methodical search of terrain that ground teams couldn't cover thoroughly. The drones are equipped with high-resolution cameras capable of spotting details that might be missed by human searchers. They can access wooded areas, rough terrain, and locations that would be dangerous or impossible for people to search on foot. But here's the result that everyone was hoping wouldn't come. The drones found nothing. No sign of Nyeasha, no evidence connected to her disappearance, no clues that might lead investigators to her location. Think about what this means. Multiple law enforcement agencies are dedicating significant resources to finding one missing person. Drone technology, which is expensive and requires specialized training to operate, is being deployed in the search. This level of response indicates that authorities believe Nyeasha is in serious danger. Chief Hurd has been transparent about their search strategy, explaining that they've been searching backwoods and out-of-the-way areas in Cordelia, not because of any credible information, but simply to look and see if anything turns up. This approach tells us several important things about the investigation. First, they don't have specific intelligence pointing them to a particular location. Second, they're conducting what law enforcement calls grid searches, systematic examination of areas where someone might be found if something terrible has happened. The fact that they're searching remote areas suggests they're considering the possibility that Nyeasha didn't leave voluntarily. It suggests they're preparing for scenarios that no family wants to contemplate. Meanwhile, the investigation into Nyeasha's last known activities continues. Remember that mysterious friend named Kwan who supposedly picked her up from the gas station? Investigators are working to verify this person's identity and locate him for questioning. This is where the case becomes particularly complex. Jones, who was with Nyeasha at the gas station, claims she left with a male friend. But investigators haven't been able to confirm this account. They're essentially working with second-hand information about what happened to Nyeasha after 2 a.m. on July 5th. The surveillance footage from the End Market gas station shows Nyeasha leaving in a vehicle, but we don't know who was driving that vehicle. We don't know where they went. We don't know if she left willingly or under duress. But here's what makes this case even more challenging for investigators. Nyeasha's phone went dead or was turned off at the gas station. In 2025, cell phones are crucial tools for tracking missing persons. Location data, text messages, call logs, social media activity, all of these digital breadcrumbs can help investigators piece together what happened to someone. Without phone data after 2 a.m. on July 5th, investigators are working blind. They can't track Nyeasha's movements. They can't see who she might have contacted. They can't determine if she was trying to call for help. The timing of the phone going dead is particularly suspicious. Did the battery simply die at the worst possible moment? Was the phone deliberately turned off? Was it damaged or destroyed? These questions are crucial to understanding what happened to Nyeasha. The investigation has now entered its second week. In missing person cases, the second week is when hope begins to fade and families start preparing for the worst possible news. It's when search efforts shift from rescue to recovery. But Nyeasha's family refuses to give up hope. They continue searching every day. They continue posting on social media. They continue pleading with the public for information. Their determination is inspiring, but it's also a reminder of the agony they're experiencing every moment she remains missing. The Cordele Police Department continues to follow all leads, no matter how small they might seem. They're asking the public to contact them immediately with any information at 229-276-2921 or to call 911. Here's what makes Nyeasha's case different from cold cases that drag on for years or decades. This is happening right now. She's been missing for just over a week. If she's being held against her will, she could still be rescued. If she's injured somewhere, she could still be saved. But time is working against everyone who loves Nyeasha. Every hour that passes without contact makes it less likely that this story will have a happy ending. Every day that goes by without a breakthrough increases the possibility that this case will join the thousands of unsolved missing person cases that haunt families forever. The surveillance footage from the Market gas station remains the last confirmed sighting of Nyeasha. Someone driving that vehicle knows what happened to her. Someone named Kwan, if that person exists, has information that could bring her home. Someone watching this video has information that could bring her home. Someone sharing this video will reach that person. Someone making that phone call will be the hero this family desperately needs. If you've watched this entire video, you understand that Nyeasha Pickens isn't just another missing person statistic. She's someone's everything, and she's still out there somewhere, possibly waiting for rescue. I need you to do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted if there are updates in Nyeasha's case. Second, share this video on every social media platform you use, because the person who has information about Nyeasha might not be someone who follows true crime content. Third, if you know anything about this case, anything at all, call the Cordele Police Department at 229-276-2921 immediately. Don't assume that what you know isn't important. Don't think that someone else will make the call. Don't wait until tomorrow to share information that could save someone's life today. Nyeasha Pickens has been missing for over a week. Her family is living through hell. Her community is searching everywhere they can think to look. Law enforcement is using every resource available to them. But the key to solving this case might be sitting in someone's memory, waiting to be shared. It might be a detail that seemed insignificant at the time, but could be crucial to finding Nyeasha. This isn't a cold case from decades ago. This isn't a mystery that can wait for DNA evidence or technological advances. This is an emergency happening right now, and Nyeasha needs our help today. The question isn't whether Nyeasha will be found. The question is whether she'll be found in time. Time is running out, but it hasn't run out yet. Make that call, share this video, help bring Nyeasha home.